Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we have the no item run for the new stage of Super Battle Road that was just added to Global, the Siblings Bond stage. This one, honestly, was a complete joke. I did this on the first attempt, and it was only really a trial run attempt because I really wanted to use an LR Tapion and Minosha friend and use the Tapion and Minosha and Tapion rotation. But there weren't any available, so I thought I might as well jump in and see what the stage would be like using the guest friend that the game gives you. So the LR Tapion and Minosha that we are using on this run are 0% in the dupe system, so not even 55%, just the absolute trash garbage one that the game gives you to use, and we're still able to get it done. So we are using, obviously, full Siblings Bond team using the Siblings Bond leader skill. So we've got the Go Bros as our lead, because I actually still do not have LR Tapion and Minosha. And then we have the Tapion and Minosha friend. The Go Bros obviously are just going to be a unit that we keep off rotation and try to keep away from damage as much as possible. So one of our main rotations we already started with here, which was the AGL Trenchcoat 17 and then the Tech Androids. Obviously the Tech Androids were able to use that very powerful ability in the first two fights here, because you start off against 3 enemies, to Ghost Usher away one of the enemy's attacks, which then obviously puts us in a good starting point to begin, taking down one of the enemies, planning out our attacks. So here it looks like Tapion was in slot 7, which is pretty annoying. So the friend LR Tapion on Minosha is here in slot 1. I think they're only getting legendary power from the LR androids. So you can see here, even with type advantage, they take 50k damage from that Goku, and then their attack stat is only like 2 million. So they are very, very unimpressive in this run, I have to say. Obviously, if you do have them, or you manage to find a friend that has, well, it doesn't even have to have dupes. Even a 55% one would be better than this one. So obviously, if you're able to find a friend that is better than just the standard default one the game gives you, then you will obviously have a much better time of it. So here we get a level 3 dodge from the LR androids, which actually, looking back at it now, with the amount of HP that we have, it's very possible that if we didn't dodge that super attack, we actually would have died. So, I mean, obviously at the time I wouldn't have been too bothered. Like I said, I was only jumping into this stage with the guest friend just to get an idea what it was like. So who knows, maybe that we didn't, in another reality, we didn't dodge that super attack. I went back in and we actually found a friend with dupes or something, and then this run would have been even easier. But the Trenchcoat 17 looks pretty good throughout this run. We got quite lucky both in the last fight and here, where we're starting off only being attacked in the first slot by an STR unit. Because obviously, as long as you have another Android 17 on rotation with him, his start of turn defense is really, really good. So we're able to just put him in slot 1 here and let him go off against TN. Then we seal up TN with the Tech Androids. I don't think anyone on this fight has a key based super attack, because no one in the first turn actually super attacks the Tech Androids, but I'm sure Goku and Roshi both do a Kamehameha. I'm not actually sure what the Kid Krillin super attack is, but we're sealing up TN here because obviously if Chaozu super attacks the Tech Androids, even though they won't negate it, they obviously won't take as much damage because they have type advantage. So seal up TN here, and then get Tapion to attack lower Chaozu, because obviously he's got type advantage over TN anyway, and he double supers, so we get the double attack lower on Chaozu as well. Now, if he super attacked Tapion here, Tapion probably would take quite a lot of damage, but with him being double attack lowered, then it's just double digits. So, again, we do get quite lucky here, because the LR Tapion and Minosha are really not good in this situation. Because of their link set, they really do need to be next to Tapion in order for them to be good. And so here, we do get quite lucky with the fact that we have an STR unit only attacking in slot 1 again. So we're able to put the LR androids in slot 1 here. The LR androids are significantly weaker in this fight because we are fighting against extreme type enemies. So that is something to bear in mind if you want to bring them along. But they greatly raise defense on their 18 key. They lower attack and defense as well. You could get the additional from their hidden potential, but you're not going to get the passive one because we're fighting extreme type enemies. But they can still be very, very good here. So I'm trying to spread the attack lowering around a little bit, and then the Go Bros at the end here, because TN is on such a tiny sliver of health, obviously they will be able to finish him off. But 2.7 is definitely a lot lower than the previous attack that we saw from the androids. They definitely get a lot from fighting super type enemies. Plus we had some other android units around. So either way though, we're going pretty well. Look at this, 1.2 million for the super attack for Tapion and Minosha. You know, 0%. But they lower attack on their 12 key, which is why I did their 12 key super. But look at that, 95k from type neutral. Fortunately, because Chaozu was like double or even triple attack lowered at that point, he didn't do much damage to them. And then, yeah, the Go Bros are able to finish off Chaozu. 200k from the Crane Hermit. So actually, we came very, very close to death. Taking a type disadvantage normal attack for 200k is pretty wild. So actually watching this back, it is kind of funny that we managed to recover from this point. Because obviously, Trenchcoat 17, very good defensively. Especially, we got the STR Android 18 on the rotation. She has damage reduction and provides support to the rest of the team if you have a Kid Goten on the team, which obviously we do, because we have Goten and Gohan, the LR, and that obviously counts. So a little bit of extra support from Trenchcoat 17 goes a long way for helping his defense here. And he doubles supers to take out the Crane Hermit. So we only have Chaozu left, who is very much attack lowered. So the tech androids, I believe, should probably finish him off here. And if they don't, then STR-18 will be able to come in and do the job. But yeah, type advantage, all we needed, take out Chaozu, and then we can move on to the last fight. So I guess, to be fair, whilst I said at the beginning, I do remember this run being really easy. We did get quite lucky, I guess, to survive that super attack on the Go Bros. But that allows us to go into the last fight here and start off immediately with the Tapion transformation. So whilst this does slow things down a little bit, it does mean that we obviously get to have a couple of turns here where we can't take damage and we can just start focusing on these guys. So I'm not sure what Piccolo's super attack is. I'm assuming that it would be the special beam cannon. So I'm trying to get rid of the Kid Gohan first, because obviously the androids can negate a Ki Blast super attack in certain situations. So obviously it makes more sense to keep him alive. Plus, you know, we've got the friend Tapion on Minosha 0%. Would be much better to get rid of the AGL enemy first, right? Because if they get hit by that Gohan, they're going to be taking a lot of damage. So crits from Hirudegarn is definitely what we want to see. Here comes the super attack from Gohan. Yeah, see, definitely not a Ki Blast super attack. So gotta get him out of the way first. Hirudegarn, obviously, with the constant dodging. I love the fact that they did that. Like, all the Great Apes take no damage, and Hirudegarn, just for the sake of the lore from Wrath of the Dragon, yeah, it is Special Beam Cannon. But yeah, he dodges every single attack. In events where dodge is disabled, if you've never actually done it before, just in case you're curious, Hirudegarn obviously can't dodge, but just like a normal Giant Ape character, he just takes no damage. So you just get the grayed out numbers, which are very big, because Hirudegarn has basically no defense, but you don't take any damage. But yeah, putting out 1.7 million attack stats, nothing really too impressive. The big problem with the Great Ape transformations, especially with the older units, now that link leveling is a thing, like untransformed Tapion is just so much better than Hirudegarn. The only advantage you get, of course, is the fact that you're able to take 0 damage. So we are here just, you know, chilling. We've almost killed Gohan. I was really hoping we could get an additional attack right at the end there. But yeah, he survives with the tiniest sliver of health, which is a little bit irritating, because it means we do still have a second enemy alive. And of course, he is attacking in slot 1. So I was getting a little bit nervous on this turn, actually, because of course this attack in slot 1 could quite easily be a super from Gohan, which is very typical Super Battle Road shenanigans. But since Gohan is only attacking in that first slot and then right at the very end, I decide to target Piccolo with both of the Tapion units, because that means we get to double attack lower him. And then the LR androids not only will easily finish off Gohan at the end, but now that we're fighting super type enemies again, they obviously have the potential to get an additional super attack, and then that'll be even more attack lowering on Piccolo. So yeah, 1.5, only going for their 12 key because it is the one that lowers attack. So double attack lower. And now they actually are able to take double digits. Only takes, you know, type advantage and the enemy to be double attack lowered. And then the 0% Tapion and Minosha are able to take double digit damage. But LR androids finishing off Gohan. They get an additional normal attack against Piccolo, but that leads into the additional super from the hidden potential system. So Piccolo's not only taken a pretty decent amount of damage in this turn, but has been attack lowered 3 times. And the androids massively, greatly raised their defense on 18 key, raised it again on that additional 12 key. So obviously they're not going to be taking any damage. And then look at that. That perfect setup. Get into the android turn when only Piccolo is left. Because in this final fight, remember, the android's active skill can only be used against 3 or more. I went into the menu here just to show off again the fact that this Tapion and Minosha is the 0% friend one. And then because the animations were turned off, I thought, why not? Let's turn them back on. Get the final usage of the android's active skill here. Now that we are down to just Piccolo. And then, of course, this just guarantees the dub. Because, I mean, he's basically almost dead anyway. But now we're just completely preventing him from attacking. Because even with the fact that he's triple attack lowered, if he super attacked the Trenchcoat 17 in slot 1, we would die. So we just get rid of all of his attacks. We can't get any tech orbs for the androids, but we get a nice chunk of int orbs. Tech orbs for the Go Bros. And then I believe this is the final turn. I think it is actually the Go Bros that get the finishing blow, which is very appropriate considering this is the Siblings Bond stage of Super Battle Road, and they are the Siblings Bond category lead. So the tech androids, obviously they're not as good if you don't pick up tech orbs, plus mine is only 55%. They do have an additional silver skill orb though, so look at that kicking in and them actually getting the additional super attack. So very, very good. But Piccolo survives with the tiniest sliver of health. So Gohan and Goten able to come in and hit him with the Kamehamehas for the KO. And that is the Siblings Bond stage done with no items. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Which team did you use for this stage? There's a lot of good options for the team. A lot of very strong hybrid Saiyans. But I really wanted to run the double Tapion rotation, so obviously I had to run a proper Siblings Bond leader skill team. But yeah, it was very straightforward, even with the 0% Tapion and Minosha friends. So there you go. That is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.